Hi there, let's take a look at Solana. To see where the price goes next, we'll cover the weekly Wyckoff structure, map out the short-term trend, so you know exactly how market momentum is shifting right now. From a Wyckoff perspective, Solana is currently in the panic over stage. I call it panic over because it's easier for you to perceive. The technical name in Wyckoff terms is sell and climax of the accumulation cycle. So all these orange tags are accumulation cycles. The blue tags are distribution cycle. And as of this moment, we are waiting for the next stage of what we call automatic rally to show up. That stage typically set the trading range top during the sideways trading of accumulation cycle, like what we see over here. The interesting part is this. Right now, if you look at this part, sideways trading, a dip, climb up, and then come back down. Look at what happened over here. That drop, after that drop, like this one, a bit of sideways, slightly upwards, and then a dip, and sideways again, a dip, kind of sideways again, before the final dip. It's very similar pattern happening. What causes this serious dip back in 2022, November? If I switch on Bitcoin, you see what happened. Back then, Bitcoin dropped to its lowest level. Let me switch off the drawings so you can see that clearer. Okay, so that's when Bitcoin bottomed. That caused Solana to follow suit. If we fast forward to the last cycle, it's kind of similar. When Bitcoin dipped, the Solana price is kind of following. So that's the situation. Now, if we go back to the support and resistance levels, past 4 to 5 weeks, this purple key level, $75, is the battleground for bulls and bears. The volume has significantly come down, right? Compared to the, since actually 2024, you see, we can draw a line over here. The minimum level, past 4 weeks, it has dropped to a very low point, lower than the lowest over the past 2 years. So that's a sign that something may happen very soon, depending on whether Bitcoin is really going to bottom out in the beginning of fourth quarter. Why I'm saying beginning of fourth quarter? If you go to my Bitcoin video, I've shown you the 47 months cycle for the past 2 distribution cycles, as well as the past 2 bottoms of Bitcoin in the last 8 years. So let's see whether it is going to make history the third time, right? This, the bigger picture, we've talked about the next stage we're looking for. We expect what has to come. Short-term trend. So last session, we talked about this. There was a window, the 2C's decision point. Obviously, the bulls and bears kind of confirmed that they're not going to break to the upside at that point. But right now, just today, we see this, whether or not it's a fake breakout, we don't know yet. Just that the channel box that we've drawn, this, if we adjust a little, it can still make sense. So sometimes we have to be careful, especially when we trade along or using this channel method. If we have a trend that's just started or very young, sometimes those reference points will not be sufficient to provide a good reference. So along with time, seeing the price actions, we have to change the channel, adjust it slightly. So compared to the initial view, where it seems like it has gone out quite a bit, if we adjust this, tighten this a little, so all these are still lining correctly, just the top part. We want to make sure this doesn't go out too far. The weight going out is, in my own practice, acceptable. Okay, open, close, let's sew. So if this one really closes outside of the box, there's still 19 hours left, by the way, so anything can change. Then we can give it one more day to see whether the bears are going to hammer the price back to the channel. If it confirms to stay outside, we can be comfortably saying the downtrend, at least for the short term, is over. All right, so that's the situation with Solana right now. There is a support that's in addition to the one that we have drawn. So if we go back to the history, that's too far, but you can still see this level. There are candlesticks closing or, basically opening at that level. So if we come back to this point and extend this line, you can adjust it over here to drag one over here as well. So these are the short-term levels that seemingly that period of time doesn't have anything to do with it. But looking at the recent price actions, both lines, these candlesticks and this wick over here, plus these candlesticks over here, these wicks over here, all kind of stopped and pushed back up to those lines. So what are those lines? $70.50, $22.20. Okay, so if it does goes outside of this downward channel or falling channel, it can bounce between the 72 and 75 if there's no particularly good open news coming up. Right? It's more like a stagnant situation. The bulls and bears are having more or less equal strength. Okay, if you're interested to access these sessions 2 days earlier, like the current channel members, join them now. Feel free to drop into the comment to let me know whether this sideways trend is going to continue or is it going to change and drop to lower levels. See you in the next one. Thank you.